Hey guys, you know that the courtroom is a place where justice is delivered, but it's also a place where some of the most astonishing events occurred. In this video, we will look at some of the most jaw-dropping moments in court history. Number 1. Arthur Booth. In 2015, Miami judge Mindy Glazer was attending a case when she suddenly realised that the defendant, Arthur Booth, was her middle schoolmate. She then went through normal court procedure and set bail at $43,000 and offered him 1 year in jail if he couldn't pay it. Once she had done with him, she asked if he went to Nautilus for middle school. That was the moment when Arthur Booth realised his old schoolmate and responded with teary eyes. She remembered him as a bright young kid who was great in maths and science and had big goals. However, when Booth was a teenager, he got into gambling, eventually leading to addiction problems. In 2015, the 49-year-old Arthur Booth was spotted driving a car that was reported stolen in a robbery. He was arrested and his charges gradually led him into Judge Mindy Glazer's court. Arthur was in prison for 10 months, after which he was released for good behaviour. He started a new life after learning many things and thanked Judge Mindy Glazer for motivating him to start a new life. Number 2. Michael Madison. Number 2. Michael Madison. On April 4th, 2016, Madison's trial began. He was found guilty of murdering 3 women. On June 2nd, 2016, Cuyahoga Common Pleas Court Judge Nancy R. McDonald sentenced Madison to death. During the trial, Van Terry, the father of 18-year-old Sherelda Terry, was speaking. "Right now, I guess in our hearts we're supposed to forgive this clown," he said, looking forward toward the judge, then looking back toward the murderer. "He was touched. Our family's taken my child." He paused momentarily when the serial killer smirked at him. Van Terry ran towards Madison and jumped over the table to attack Madison. Luckily, the sheriff's deputies reacted quickly and saved Madison. Then they escorted Van Terry out of the courtroom and no charges were filed against Van Terry. Michael Madison was an American serial killer who murdered 3 women in 2013 and decomposed corpse was discovered inside a garage he owned. Following the investigation, 2 other bodies were found. Madison's victims had been tortured, mutilated and strangled. Madison also said another serial killer like Anthony Sowell had influenced him. Number 3. Anthony Kirkland. Anthony Kirkland is a convicted serial killer in Cincinnati, Ohio. He had served a 16-year prison sentence for murdering his ex-girlfriend a few years after he realised Kirkland had begun his killing spree, murdering 4 women, including 2 teenagers, over a 3-year period. Kirkland was arrested after his 4th murder, following which the police were able to pin all the murders that he had committed. Eventually, he was produced to court, and during the trial, as his charges were being read out, he fainted. After a break, Kirkland was later found guilty on all charges and sentenced to death. He's on death row awaiting his execution at the Chillicothe Correction Facility. Number 4. Marianne Boehmmeyer. On March 6, 1981, Marianne Boehmmeyer opened-fired in a crowd courtroom and killed Klaus Grabowski, who killed 7-year-old Anna. Klaus Grabowski seduced Marianne's daughter Anna and he invited young Anna to his house to spend time with his cat. As she arrived, she was kidnapped, raped and later murdered. He buried the body and pretended to be as if nothing had happened, but was eventually caught by the police. As soon as Marianne learned what had happened to her daughter, she vowed revenge. She got a Beretta M1934 pistol and learned how to use it. During the hearing against Klaus Grabowski, Marianne arrived a little later at the court. She approached Grabowski quietly until she reached his back, drew her pistol and fired 8 times. The courtroom was frozen except for the guards who came to restrain her. Klaus Grabowski died after taking 6 of her bullets. After the incident, Marianne Boehmmeyer infamously became known as the Revenge Mother. Number 5. Dale Williams. 62-year-old Dale Williams had been found guilty of aggravated murder in the death of his ex-girlfriend. Her family was present at his sentencing in Youngstown, Ohio courthouse when her 2 sons tried to get some justice of their own. One of her sons lunged at Williams across the table. 2 of the officers tried to stop the attack, but the man was able to grab Williams by the feet and drag him. The victim's other son tried to help his brother, but one officer pulled out a taser gun and the brothers gave up their fight. Williams was taken out of the courtroom and his sentencing was postponed. 30-year-old Anthony D. and his brother 23-year-old Jerome Stewart were arrested and charged with assault, contempt of court, and obstructing official business. So that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Do share and your valuable feedback in the comment section. And if you guys liked our content, please don't hesitate to like, share and subscribe to our channel. See you soon. Until then, bye bye.